right, welcome to our February update. Again, it's Sarah Billings, and I am so honored to be sitting next to Norman Sylvester right here, Portland's Boogie Cat.
Hello, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm terrific now.
So I'm excited. Of course, at the end of this month, we've got the Jazz Opera coming up, and the past about 8 months or so, a little over 8 months, I've started delving more and more, as you guys have watched, into jazz and blues, and it has been one of the most amazing rides of my life. There's been plenty of people that have believed in me and really encouraged me, but the person that I'm sitting next to has not only done those things, he's taken a risk and invested in me and let me stand next to him on stage, which you're crazy, by the way. I don't even know. He's so crazy.
You're awesome, though. We have a lot of fun together. You know that.
He's lying. He's totally making things up. Anyway, I'm paying in Starbucks, so I guess maybe he's
That
sort
works.
of okay. Okay, perfect. So Boogie, tell me a little bit about you as an artist and where you kind of started with this whole thing.
Well, you know, my family migrated here in 1957 from Louisiana in the winter of 1957. And I was in the 7th grade, but back in Louisiana, my dad sang in a gospel quartet. So that was my first exposure to performing, singing from the soul, that kind of music. So that kind of etched in my mind.
Yeah.
But I didn't have musical talents at that time when I came here, but I was influenced by the blues and gospel of the South.
What were some of the artists that you admired growing up?
Mostly Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Mahalia Jackson, Five Blind Boys of Alabama, Dixon Hummingbirds, Mighty Clouds of Joy.
You guys taking notes yet?
And then we jump across that spectrum to the blues side, and we're talking T-Bone Walker, Muddy Waters, B.B. King.
Oh yeah. I want to kind of talk about maybe some of the monumental things for you personally in your musical path. I came to know Norman Sylvester. The first time I ever saw you perform was at one of my favorite jazz places here in Portland, one of the few left, right? Jimmy Mac's.
Yeah,
That's where I got to see
July.
you. Yeah.
I mean, not last July, the July before that.
The July before that,
Yes.
yeah. And an
2009.
amazing saxophone player, Renato Caranto, had said, you got to go and check this guy out. So I go with a group of my girls, I can't go alone.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, and it is just blowing up. And I started doing my research and finding out that you had a lot of influence with some of the names that we're proud to know of and have call home. Patrick Lamb, LaRonda Steele, a lot of other artists that have been
Gretchen Mitchell, my daughter Lynanne Sylvester.
So many people that have been influenced by you. I've noticed you've mentored a lot of people that have come through and have gone on to do really cool things. What's some advice that you give to some of the people that I know you don't just take anyone under your wing, I understand that, but what's some advice that you would give to someone that is starting out as a musician?
I would say today's musician is confronted with a lot of options. When I came out, you had a radio, stereo. You're pretty well set.
Yeah.
You hear it on the airways, you try to play it. But now, social media for advertisement, YouTube, you can say, I want to learn the solo to this song. Type it in. It can take you to 10 players playing that solo. Where I had to worry about playing it over and over again and over and over again. Just pick it. Till I owned it.
Yeah.
But now you can go, as tutorials everywhere for musicians. I think today's musician has to be really careful not to over technologize too much technology into the music.
Yeah.
It's a lot to be said for the rawness of the music.
Yeah.
We've spent our lives, guitar players, trying to get the tone of that little bitty amplifier that the first blues cats had.
Yeah.
Turn up on 10, just overdrive. The amp is bouncing across the stage. And we get 25 pedals down on the floor, searching for that tone.
Yeah.
And every once in a while at a gig, you hit that tone and say, oh my God. And you look down and say, what was said at what, And I've had that happen with just a straight chord on my amp. So, I try to minimize the pedals, try to do more with my hand, technique. I think that the young people today should know the history of the music they're singing. If they're coming from an original foundation, also do some history on that particular style, because that'll help you
Yeah.
put your song across.
Yeah.
Because your reference point, are you going back to Ella Fitzgerald or Aretha Franklin, or are you going back to B.B. King or Robert Johnson?
Yeah.
If you're singing gospel, are you going back to Mahalia Jackson or whoever?
Yeah.
You got to just have a reference point. Then at the end of all of that, it's still you.
Yeah. Thank you, Boogie.
Thank you.
All right, we will see you guys next month. Again, we've got Sherman the Jazz Opera, and I know there's going to be quite a few events actually going on for the Portland Jazz Festival, and Boogie is one of the artists that was interviewed and talking about just some of the history here in Portland. And so, again, we're so honored to have you.
Well, I'm honored to be here with you, and I'm very happy that you're in my organization.
Yes, for sure. Let them know the website.
We're shaking it up.
Where can people go to find out where we're going to be tearing it up?
www.normansylvester.com, and the Boogie Cat is waiting there to say meow, meow.
Yeah.
With love.